Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Lucas. After a long investigation, Elsie Wiggington's family is one step closer to healing. It has been a long road to get to this point, so we want to walk you through everything we know about this case so far. We've created a timeline of events for you. Elsie's family says she first went missing last June, and on June 23rd, she messaged her sister Tracy Coleman saying, quote, "He's going to kill me," and told her she was coming to Maryland, but Coleman never heard from her again. Then 2 days later, on June 25th, Elsie's daughter got a text from her mom's phone. The next day, she was reported missing, but at the time, the sheriff's office said she left on her own and never looked into it. But that all changed when Jimmy Ayers was elected sheriff and took over in January of 2024. Elsie's nursing license expired on April 30th, which the family brought up that was a warning sign at that point. Then on July 9th, deputies searched the property on Pendleton Drive, and then 2 days later, her family held a news conference saying that they believed she was murdered. And that brings us to yesterday when the property was searched again. This time, deputies found human remains that they believe is Elsie. They also arrested her husband, who you see here on your screen. This is Frederick Wigginton. And 10 News reporter Abby Coleman spoke to Elsie's family today to hear how this news is bringing them closer to closure.
It was right here on this property where law enforcement believe they found the remains of Elsie Wiggington. Now, this comes well after a year since she disappeared, and her family tells me that with this new finding and an arrest, they're moving towards closure.
We're slowly picking the pieces up and putting everything together.
When Elsie Wiggington disappeared last June, her sister Victoria Seal didn't know if they'd ever get answers.
We all can agree the old administration dropped the ball.
Law enforcement searched the property Elsie shared with her husband Frederick Wigington for the second time Wednesday. What was the first thing that went through your head when you heard that there were remains found?
It was a bittersweet moment. I was happy. Of course, there's always that glimmer of hope that she may still be out there, but I think that myself and the family, we kind of knew that this was going to be the end result.
That same day, Elsie's husband Frederick was arrested and charged with the concealment of a body. Her family's told me for months they believe Elsie was a victim of domestic violence and was attempting to leave him at the time of her disappearance. To find her on this property, how was that for you?
It was a lot to take in, but we were pretty sure that that's where she was.
The remains still have to be confirmed as Elsie's, but Seal is confident that once results come back, more charges will be pressed.
The fact that everything is coming together so fast and that they did make an arrest, that's a part of our closure. That's the start of our closure.
Even through the difficult emotions, Seal tells me they're grateful to finally have some of the answers they've been looking for and be able to plan a memorial for Elsie.
We are working with a year of lost time, so for them to be able to confiscate or receive the evidence and DNA that they need is critical.
Frederick Wigington's court date hasn't been set yet, but we'll keep you up to date on air and online at WSLS.com. In Amherst, Abby Coleman, 10 News, working for you.